curious when you talk about the creation of the couples of revealing, concealing, and the interplay of them. And I wonder how this plays out when creation created masculine and feminine energies. Could you say what this?
Well, the first creation of Adam is androgynous, is male and female. This is what is called Adam. So inside Adam, there is already a couple. It's a couple that actually cannot relate because they are sort of standing like this, yeah, back to back. Okay, back to back. It means that they actually cannot search and see the face of another. What it means not to be able to see the face of something, meaning there is no ability to recognize its difference and to recognize its being, because when we are back to back, the only thing or the only reflection that we can see is the reflection of ourselves. If we're looking into seeing who we are. What actually Torah is saying, that in order to deeply understand your identity, you can only find it in the face of another. So it needs a split, but we think in a very linear way. We think split, half this, half that. No. Adam was actually split, third to third, third to third. 1/3 feminine, which is the inner of the male, 2/3 male, and in the inside of a female is third male, 2/3 feminine on the outer. It means that actually always the missing part of the male is in the female and the missing part of the female is in the male. Now, not in terms of male and female as we think about them today, but as what Kabbala is teaching us as the ability to receive and the ability to bestow. Okay, so none of them can be whole without actually discovering themselves. Now maybe you can understand why Rabbi Akiva, when someone is coming to ask him, is saying, if you want to know the whole Torah, on one foot is do not do to the other what you hate. But the face of it, this is the rear. The rear part is what not to do, which you need to discover in order to be able to know what to do. But in order to know what to do, you have to come to the fact of that which is the inclusion of all Torah, which is and love the other as thyself. I am the being, or I am Havaya. So, love thy friend is saying that if you want to discover the face of your true friend, which is the Creator, you need the eyes of your human friend. And then you have to actually reflect upon him, and that goes to Holly's question. You have to reflect to him as yourself. There's so many parts in us that we don't like and we don't love. Yeah? So if we don't love them, actually, how can we love them in others? So it means that you are able only to actually appreciate them in yourself and in other if you have the ability to think how the higher or how the creator think about you as well as he thinks about the other, and try to think like him concerning yourself, what you see, your shortcomings. Your shortcomings has a purpose. They have a purpose if you bring them to the root of how actually you are able to see God in the face of others, looking at you, looking at him. Okay. So this is basically why this androgynous had to be split, had to find ways to find the the intention, the screen that it actually is in him, because in him it's from Tzimtzum Bet. Tzimtzum Bet is actually splitting or dividing third to third. Third in the higher, which is the inner, the concealed part, and 2/3 the outside. Okay, but I'll need to explain it further so you will understand deeper what I'm saying. But this is how it is actually divided. So there will be, the dialogue will be with seen or unseen screen of you have the needed or missing part of myself in you, and I have your missing part in me. It's true. When they come together, it's not they are coming together for themselves. They are coming together because then they form the right vessel for the true coupling of the createe with the creator. So it's a me, and love thy thy friend as thyself is not a purpose. Is a mean to a purpose. To be identified as the force of becoming, which means a full adhesion to the creator. So the way Western culture, and not only Western culture, took the love to be the aim of the relationship between two people is wrong. It's two people should be a space for the higher. Okay.